Welcome guys, welcome. I need to ask you something, but let me first introduce the players. In the color purple playing as the English, it's Core. Against his opponent playing as the Delhi Sultanate, it's Can I Stop My Fall? Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. Hope you are enjoying these ones. There's a question I want to ask you. So many years ago, let's say many years ago, but probably 2 or 3, I went with my wife. My wife is Chinese. We went to Peru, and we were on the beach, and we were just laying down there, just relaxing. And then I saw, oh, there's another Chinese there. And I asked her, hey, why don't you go and talk to her, right? You can make some friends. Like, you are technically 40 hours away by plane. It's very far from your country. Maybe you can meet some Chinese. And she said, like, oh, no way. Like, why will I do that? Like, we don't really do that. It's like, and I was wondering, like, oh, that's really interesting. Because where I come from, every time I meet someone from my own country, or I can see like the way he looks, it's like, hey, I think you may be from my country or around my country. Then we just say hi and we become friends. And no matter where in the world, I have many friends from Latin America in Peru. And the interesting stuff is that it's not only about the same country, it's, you know, the whole Latin America. And I think even Spain, I made a lot of friends from Spain as well, which kind of share similar culture. But it's really interesting because we are not even from the same country, but we feel we are very, very close, especially when we are abroad. It's especially from countries like Latin America. I don't know if all the countries happen to do the same. Like, if you are from US, you find someone from the US or from Canada or from UK, you know, they speak the same language. Or if you're from Europe, do you feel the same when, like, maybe you're from United Kingdom and you meet someone from Germany or from I don't know, from France or any other country around it, Italy, whatever? Do you feel like the same connection? Because what I feel is like, oh, I met someone from my own place. Like, it's not even from the same country, but it's like, I feel like it's from the same place. Like we understand each other. Whereas in Asia, she told me we don't do that in Asia, and I started investigating, and it was, oh, you know, Korea also, they don't do the same. They don't really talk to each other outside of their country. Japan as well. They kind of, well, Japan have a very interesting thing going on, but let's talk about that later. But they don't really do that, and I was like, maybe it's an Asian thing. So I want to ask you guys, because most of you, according to my statistics, most of you are from Europe, United States, some of them from Asia. But how is it there? Like, when you find someone abroad, do you feel like the same connection, or do you feel like, no, we don't really, like, I cannot just make friends like that, or just because you are from the same country or whatever? Because Asians, they don't. They just simply don't. I don't know why, but maybe they're very bad neighbors. I don't know if they have some kind of thing going on with them, with history between Japan, Korea, and China. They all, like, I think they fight a lot in history. So, you know, politicians make sure that they don't get along by teaching them some things at school, maybe. But well, who knows? That's the question for you. Let's get back into the game, because it's gonna get really interesting. We see the Abbey of Kings here, and we're already started seeing some farms already there for Core. Looks like, I don't know if he's gonna go for a second town center. Usually the wombo combo you see here, it's, you know, Abbey of Kings into a second town center into White Tower. There you go. Even if you go super greedy, like you went for farms, 2 TC, as long as you have the White Tower near your base, it can protect all your farms or your economy, you're fine. you're not gonna die. You're not gonna die with a white tower for some time, especially like at minute 8 or 9. Usually that's the time where the white tower may come. It's quite a hard strategy to beat. I'm gonna try it on as soon as I finish my training with the Abbasid. I don't know if I should continue to make it to Conqueror with Abbasid or just like at Diamond start changing to other ships. You know, like Bruce Lee said, like, I don't fear the man who knows like 1,000 moves. I fear the man who only knows one move but have practiced it like thousands of times. It's something like that, something like that. Maybe I shouldn't change until I, you know, maybe reach a Conqueror level, just to get all the basics laid down. But definitely the English King is something I've been thinking about trying. You know what, I was also thinking that like the Delhi is actually a very good Civ to practice the game, because it's you don't skip the ages. You don't go fast castle with Delhi and everything, just for the sole reason that they all have like free upgrades that they upgrade for free. You know, there's no reason for you to rush castle because you need to wait for the upgrades from feudal age to finish. So it kind of forces you to play all the ages as much as you can. Like in the feudal age, you stay in the feudal age as much as you can. In the castle age, you stay in the castle age as much as you can. And in the imperial age, well, I mean, if you reach imperial with Delhi, that's an interesting game. But anyway, it's a civilization that kind of teach you like all the things that are in feudal age or in castle age, because you cannot skip them. You just stay there. You have your upgrades going on. There's no motivation for you to really go to the next age, because you cannot get those upgrades. You know what I mean? You cannot get the next age upgrade if you haven't finished the other one, and they take time. They take time. So I already see the Delhi with 7 gassy raiders. Meanwhile, the king just trying to harass. Core already macroing for going that castle age. Already have almost enough food, enough gold to get it. Looks like he will let Delhi capture all those sacred sites, mass some army, and you know, do their stuff. And look at that, actually going for the white tower. This is a very interesting choice. Normally you will go for the white tower if you already have a second town center, but most of the time you really want to get the King's Palace just so that you can catch up with the economy. Just, you know, the white tower is great, but you know, a second town center at this point in the game for free, just because you age up, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Let's see if Can I Stop the Fall will actually find out what's going on for him, because I think he may be able to arrive on time to cause some damage. It looks like he will. It's like he just entered into the base, start attacking some villagers. Looks like he will get 1, 2. Let's see if he gets another one. And there is a big reason why you should go to the King's Palace now. More villagers dying, 7 villagers. Oh my god. Oh my god. 10 villagers dead in a matter of seconds. 11. This is huge for... Can I stop my fall? Let's call him Delhi. This is huge for the Delhi player. I mean, 12 villagers for free? Maybe Core didn't expect he will just push that hard into the base, and he's like, wow. Another king is, you know, Castle Age king, so I say he's a little bit tougher, a little bit more HP, a little bit more health. Sacred Site's gonna be captured here. Like he has enough gassy raiders to just scare that king out. And now Core, because he has the white tower, he's gonna have knights of his own arriving into the field. His gold is very well protected, his food economy is also very well secure, so he's gonna be throwing up some knights. A couple of sacred sites are already there for the Delhi. It looks like he will skip the field age for a while, as he's only gonna get these passive gold income, and then he's gonna save enough food to go to the Castle Age, because you don't really want to fight against Castle Age units when you're in Feudal Age, when you have 15 military units. Like, it's not like you have 30 or something, you have like 15, so a single man-at-arms or, you know, veterancy in those units can really make things hard for you. Looks like Kor is gonna go for revenge, managed to lose the knight here. Like, there's another one on the field. Like, he's gonna decapture. Here's the king, here's the knight. More knights coming. You get knights very quickly here, 18 seconds each knight, so you can mass a significant number of knights with the white tower. That's the cool thing about it. The bad thing is that he's behind a lot of villagers. He's behind a lot of villagers. Looks like, can I stop my fall? Actually, stopped this knight from killing the scholar, and looks like the secret victory is approaching for him. Compound of the defender is going up for him. He's gonna go Castle Age, and this is what I'm talking about. He doesn't even have all the upgrades for the Feudal Age. He's not gonna be able to benefit right away from it. But definitely he's gonna get access to knights, man-at-arms, and crossbows, which are really, really good against these knights here. Better than, you know, gassy raiders. You need a lot of them to actually make some considerable amount of damage. Looks like he is not afraid when you have 13 gassy raiders on the field. Just go there, kill the knights. Compound of the defender will be finished soon. Last one range attack is coming for him as well. He doesn't have two blacksmiths, so he didn't really commit into the Feudal Age. So those upgrades are just gonna be a little bit slow at the moment. He's losing. Oh, look at that! Only a handful of knights against those gassy raiders, doing so much damage. He managed to lose quite almost all his mass. And Kor is really not afraid of losing those knights, as long as he decreased the mass of gassy raiders that are on the field. Now the field is kind of evening out, except for the villager count. Kor lost a lot of villagers. Foot still very well protected around the white tower and the town center. Meanwhile, Kor needs to pick up those sacred sites, stop the passive gold income. Relics are starting to be captured. First relic of the game coming home for the Delhi. As well as some walls going out here for him just to secure those resources in the map. Meanwhile, he's also pumping some knights of his own. He's gonna have the military advantage for the moment. So far, things are going very well for the Delhi. Looks like these villagers will get spotted here. Not gonna be able to finish the wall. Oh, the knights already come. They just need to survive a little bit. the knight just run with them. Oh my god. Do they have textiles? Yes, they do. They do have textiles. A relic inside the middle. Gonna be grabbed by... Can I stop my fall? There you go. Second relic coming back for him. Meanwhile, Kor not really interested in grabbing those relics. Just trying to get a little bit of map control, a little bit of villager kills, but really not interested in start grabbing those relics. He's one already grabbing two, another one very close to his base, so most likely he will have at least 3 relics for himself. That's the cool thing about the Delhi. They do have the scholars right away after they age up, if they don't lose them, so they can just start gathering those relics right away. Pretty much you can position those scholars in place before you age up, and you will just grab all of them at the same time. But there are some cases where you see a Delhi player grabbing all 5 relics at the same time. Those cases happen. Those cases happen. Meanwhile, village fortresses in research. It's gonna take like 5 minutes. There you go, 5 minutes, 10 seconds. So in the meantime, it's also gathering stone. Start putting some keeps here and there. Sacred sites still counting. 6 minutes into the game. That's a lot of time. A lot of gold coming for the Delhi. can already see he has 0 villagers on gold. He has 689 gold per minute. That's very, very good for him. Meanwhile, the night raid coming for the Delhi. I believe he's still in one blacksmith. A single blacksmith, look how long they take. 3 minutes each one of them. So he's gonna be lacking quite a few important upgrades for him. While Core already have all the crossbows. Gonna be firing really fast with that network of castles. Does he has a network of citadels? Not yet. So this is a very, very good upgrade, but I believe it's backed, right? A network of citadels, it's actually backed here, and you don't really get the benefit unless it's an outpost. But if it's from a town center or a keep, you don't get the bonus, which is that's a really bad bug. Like that's very, very bad, very, very, very bad. Looks like scholars will come back with those relics. And soon they will be able to get inside those mosques to improve the research speed of all those upgrades that are taking so long to finish. Meanwhile, the Delhi just with some knights, gathering stone. It's gonna get has enough for a keep. Where's the keep in the keep? There you go. The keep next to the gold, next to the base, just to be safe, you know, just to be safe. Very, very conservative keep. Meanwhile, using those knights to harass the opponent, trying to let him stuck in his base. If you leave your base, I'm gonna go for your villagers. That's not something you want. Second TC going out for Core. Definitely what he needs when he already lost so many villagers. He got some villagers of his own. He's kind of evening out, but things are going to start changing as soon as the Delhi can produce villagers from those keeps. So he needs to prepare for the future. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a third town center. He's actually mining more stone, so probably he's thinking about the third one. Well, more crossbows here for the Delhi, just massing up next to his base. The wolf working for Core this time. It's gonna get ignored. There you go, finally. Meanwhile, the English base, super safe. Super safe. See, where is he moving the villagers now? Looks like he needs some food. He's lacking some food in this area. He's about to finish. And no farm transition yet, so he needs to move to this area. Probably thinking about putting a keep around here just to be extra safe. And put a keep next to it, next to the stone, next to the berries, next to the deer, or which they cannot eat. I think they shouldn't be able to eat it. This is the kind of things that you learn the hard lesson. Now, it's kind of weird that when you cannot eat the boar just disappears. If you kill it with a civilization that cannot eat the boar. That's really like... I don't know, it breaks my immersion. I hope this is the kind of thing that I wish they fix in the game. And, you know, the flying mangonel, the alien mangonel, as Rongo likes to call it, it's been there for so long. I think almost a year since they haven't fixed the mangonel bug, where the visual bug where you see the mangonel flying. Let's see if we're gonna see it now. Sacred site, the capture in the middle. Veterans for those spearmen. He's gonna do a transition for spearman crossbow. Very, very good transition actually. It's gonna need some horsemen against those crossbows. Looks like this knight is not gonna be having any trouble taking down a spearman. Sacred site being captured again. This guy really loves sacred sites. Then normally you will ignore them as soon as you capture them, just because there are so many. It's not like you want to ignore them, but there are so many things going on that you kind of forget about capturing the sacred sites after, you know, the sacred site capturing period, which is where you capture the relics and all that stuff. But this guy's just constantly capturing sacred sites, constantly getting passive gold income. Now, can I stop my fall? Can actually produce villagers just doesn't have the food for it. Building some walls here, just in case. Meanwhile, the English base, as usual, there you go. 3 town centers for the English. Can't get better than this. These guys are gonna start booming really soon. Villagers going here. Looks like... Where's he going? He doesn't... Oh, he doesn't have a stone to put a keep. Oh, he's putting a keep in the middle. There you go. Now, this is very risky because from the White Tower, you can create just trebuchets. You can just start sieging this keep. This keep is not really securing anything other than putting some pressure into your opponent or having like a small safe point here where you can rally your units very safe next to the enemy base without waiting in your own base. But other than that, I feel it's like it's very risky that the scorer know about this. He doesn't know about the keep. He's about to know soon. Looks like siege workshops are starting to be built here for the Delhi. We have plenty of military. First, you need to deal with this. Like with this inside the base, it's really hard in the castle age to get inside the base. It's like this villager is just living on the edge, man. Living on the edge. 1 more meter here, and he's just gone. Never mind. Mangonel's gonna take care of him and the farm. Trebuchet already out for the Delhi. Sprinkles coming up for core. Meanwhile, the knights trying to go for a raid. Relic being captured here for core, but looks like he's not gonna be able to get home as long as these knights don't really notice that. Looks like the wall will be alive for now. Wall attempt, but they're not even close. Not gonna happen. Meanwhile, trebuchets. 3 of them starting to siege the town center. Sprinkles already here. Looks like the Delhi reacts on time. Move the mangonels out. It's like the Sprinkles taking a lot of damage from that keep. It's like he's lacking some vision to use the Sprinkles to shoot. Need to put a tower here, but the trebuchets will actually deal with that. It's like the villagers in Mission Impossible just trying to repair those Sprinkles. Core with a slight villager lead. His economy is very safe. Meanwhile, the Delhi has to go for those resources, and it's when the food it runs out. Only these berries left, and you can already see all these villagers waiting for instructions. This is where his push will be delayed for the moment because he needs to go for a farm transition, and that's where he needs to stop pushing for now. He cannot create more military and having the farms at the same time. It's just gonna be slowing down. He's gonna put another keep here. This is very risky. This is extremely risky. Look at that keep. Spring of battle. It's like the infantry is just coming here. They don't care about it anymore. A lot of crossbows shooting at those, and core taps out. Well, what a game. Hope you enjoyed this one, and hope I see you in the next one. Bye and take care.